Chapter 16. Have you ever thought about the one thing that keeps people from making choices? Even when moments of doubt arise, has it ever ignited a flame in your mind? That decision-making is not merely a game, but a task to confront, even when situations turn difficult. You are placed before a matter that demands justification, even when your ideas fail to convince. Then a thought emerges. There is no time left, better to decide early. And so you choose quickly, almost instinctively. What seems bearable and fair to you, or even to the person you wish to benefit, becomes the right decision. Picture a man standing beside a girl, his girlfriend perhaps. She asks him to buy a necklace from the display before them. From one perspective, both stand to gain. When the man buys the necklace, trust is built. Naturally, most boyfriends would follow that path without hesitation. It feels normal, expected, for a relationship that seeks continuity. Yet another perspective tells a different story. Who pays for it? That question settles in the man's mind. Now he thinks not as a boyfriend, but as an economist. What is the value of this necklace in terms of trust? If trust is anchored in material things, what becomes of the relationship when those things fade? Will the girl remain? Still, the thought resists him. Why invest without return? His money demands discipline, not emotional influence. Two ideas stand opposed, refusing resolution. Yet the decision remains his. His choice shapes the outcome. He stands at the peak of the triangle. "Did you tell her how I feel about her presence?" Josh asked. I nodded and watched him walk toward the bathroom, a quiet smile resting on his face. My eyes followed him until he disappeared behind the old doors, marked with faint trails of water. I understood why things had reached this point. But what choice remained for me? It felt as though the only way to resolve the puzzle was to return to the beginning of the triangle. If Joan had come first in my life, perhaps she had always been the right choice, one I had failed to recognize. Even as I wandered, testing other versions of girls in school, something kept pulling me back to her. I began walking across the campus, trying to shake off the stillness of a Sunday afternoon. But my thoughts refused to settle. Images formed. Jacob appeared first, reaching for Joan's dress, holding onto it, then letting go as a part of it tore away. Then I saw myself, clear, detailed, yet betraying. In that imagined scene, I leaned toward Joan, whispering as she tried to cover the torn fabric. If it were only the three of us, it might have meant little. But it was no longer three. There was a fourth, a boy I had not expected, yet now impossible to ignore. His presence stood out with a clarity that overshadowed the rest. A new student at Midland, talented, composed. His performance on the pitch spoke for him, but so did his presence, tall, confident, the kind that drew attention without effort. Josh. He had joined late in Senior 4, yet within a single term he had risen among us, the so-called big boys. Earning a place on the school team was no small achievement. Naturally, he belonged. Had it not been for the tension already unfolding between Jacob, Joan, and me, Josh might have had a clear path to Joan. The irony was quiet, but sharp. Josh believed my connection with Joan was nothing more than that of a brother and sister. The rumors had shaped that truth for him. And because of that, he trusted me enough to send gifts to her through me. The triangle had shifted. From Jacob, Joan, and me, to Joan, Josh, and me. Josh had taken Jacob's place quietly but completely, and I had allowed it. Pressure began to build in my mind, tight, unrelenting. "Hey, Ronix, what are you doing out here?" Jacob's voice broke through as he approached from the opposite side. "Just walking around, trying to memorize some concepts for the upcoming physics test," I said. A lie. Jacob studied my face, searching for something deeper. But I had learned his ways. Reading me would not come easily anymore. I had buried the truth beneath layers. By the time he thought he had reached it, he would already be lost in the digging. "I just passed by the notice board," Jacob said, "and something caught my attention." Naturally, my curiosity followed, and with it came the one thing I had not prepared for. The prom party. Friday. "As if that's too soon," I said. "Not at all," Jacob replied. "That announcement has been there for 2 weeks. It was posted the same day the class teacher mentioned it. Most students already know." His smile only deepened my thoughts. But it wasn't the party that unsettled me. It was something else entirely. something I was not ready to reveal. A week ago, I had made a decision. Despite everything that had happened with Marion, I had asked her to be my prom date. Her emotional state had made the moment feel right. She had said yes. Then came Joan. She asked me the same. And now the choice stood before me, heavier than I had expected. What would it look like in front of Jacob? In front of everyone who knew our story? And Josh, what would become of him? Chapter 17.